Sometimes life gives us a lesson in an instant, and the real challenge is what we do with it afterwards. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Diana shares what she discovered in that space we all need but rarely take. Please welcome Diana with her speech, Breathing Room.
Picture this. You are a senior in high school, and it's your first week back. You're excited, but you're in first period, and your teacher is droning on and on about who cares what. You're too busy thinking about cute boys, prom, and where you're going to go to college. As your eyes drift toward the window, you notice a plane flying right into a building. It's like a moment straight out of a horror movie. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, have you ever had a moment where you learned a lesson you swore that you would never forget? On September 11th, 2001, I was in high school, 2 blocks away from the World Trade Center.
Whoa.
I started that morning full of hope, thinking about all the things that a high school senior girl might. In an instant, all of my priorities shifted, and it became clear to me that I might not see my parents ever again. I don't actually remember a lot about the event, but I always remember the lesson I learned that day. Tomorrow is never promised. Today is all we have. With time, we have the gift of breathing room. The intensity of a crisis lets go of us, and we're able to see, instead of that sharp memory of what happened, instead of the resolution that we make in that moment never to let our family go, routine creeps in. Our regular day life begins to take over. And those lessons that we swore that we'd never forget become something of the past. After 9/11, I wrote this impassioned essay for college admissions because, again, that was all I cared about as a senior. And I wrote about how I wanted to start my own business, change the world, make this big impact, and how now is the moment. Now is the time where I can do this. There's no time like right now. When school actually started, I got caught up in the day-to-day life of college. I was focused on business school, or more honestly, more cute boys and frat parties. I graduated school and got caught up in the glamour of working on Wall Street. The high-paying salaries, the long hours, the seeming prestige. And I forgot all about that promise I'd made to myself. Years passed, and when the global financial crisis happened, again, I was at this place where my work, my job was on the chopping block. I remembered that initial lesson. Tomorrow is never promised. Today is all we have. So I quit banking, went into culinary school, and decided to start my own dream business. Finally. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, have you ever forgotten a promise you made to yourself and then promised that you were going to do it this time? Well, I wish I could tell you that I did, but there I went again. Another 10 years passed, and I had been so busy opening restaurants for other people, working on somebody else's dream, that I'd forgotten my own. I kept promising to myself, one day I'll open the restaurant, one day I'll do it. Until one day, my health failed me to the point that I could no longer work as a chef. I had worked so hard building other people's dreams that I now had lost mine. Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever been in a place where you felt like you lost everything? It's in that space that we have the opportunity to rise from the ashes, to begin our resurgence. And I said to myself, I'm not forgetting again. I'm not delaying anymore. I'm not going to stop. No more procrastinating. This is my time to live and to follow my business dreams. Fellow Toastmasters, I invite you to think back to when you had a pivotal moment in your life. What was the lesson that you swore you'd never forget? What was the promise that you made to yourself? Have you kept that promise? Did you forget your lesson? When we have the space of breathing room, it is a gift that we get to live and breathe again. But that gift, it's often something we take for granted. It's something that we allow that breathing room to make us forget, and ultimately leads to regret. As you take this lesson into tomorrow, into your next days, into tonight, remember the lessons that you swore you'd never forget, the promises you made to yourself, the things you said you'd do before you die. Don't let life get in the way of you living. If you're willing, your resurgence can start right now. Take a breath with me, in and out. As we mark 24 years since 9/11, I invite you to never forget. You may not know how many breaths you have left to count, but you for sure can make the breaths that you have left count. Madam Toastmaster.